it's not as grim and dire as he's making it seem.
At 15, 20 minutes, Alk is going to have Radiant's BKB. Abaddon is going to have Vlad's HOD pipe, 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
Void Spirit's going to have a Deso. Shen is going to have a mech.
It's a fair point.
What do you do?
Game. It's a difficult game.
Centaur, Gyro have to focus on their own item progression. Ember has to go for a Spirit Vessel. So you can't afford these teamfight items. You don't have any method of heal. You're just going to get alked.
So you're both going for Secret as far as I'm aware of this. It seems to be the definite decision here. But Toby and Misery are standing by. And guys, you may as well just not bother commentating this game, right? We may as well just go to a third straight away from what these guys are saying. What do you think?
We were just wondering to know when Kyle would stop talking, so life can move on. But it's good. We're here, and Secret versus Liquid is about to begin, and we will continue to talk for a very long period of time after this game as well, just so Kyle, once again, we cut into his time. But thank you very much, boys. Thank you very much to the analysts. Thanks, Lizard. And now I'm here with the real men. Hi, Misery.
Wow,
you actually don't mind this Team Liquid draft.
I think the drafts are fairly even. I mean, before the Alchemist pick, I was like, okay, Liquid's draft is really solid. Overall, I think they have pretty much everything they need for a good draft. The Alchemist, like I mentioned to you as well, does kind of break it a little bit because, like, I don't know, these heroes, they are a bit slow. They need a lot of levels and stuff. And this Alchemist Radiance BKB timing does you know, it's scary, like, in general. But I don't know. I still think Liquid can do it. They played pretty well the first game, so
yeah,
it's also kind of a nice Ember game.
Let's see how the laning phase goes. I do, like, personally, I had Alchemist games. I got to cast a whole bunch of SCA games recently, and it was Alchemist in every second game. And every single time, it's like, all right, how many bounty runes? Let's do the count. How much money is coming? When's it coming? How much of it's effective, etc., etc. But it always makes me feel more positive when the lanes look better.
Alchemist isn't what it used to be, I think. It's not like in the past where you kind of just picked Alchemist and it was auto win. You have to still make good plays and stuff with this hero. And people also figured out how to play against it, you know, much better than in the past. So
yeah, can you just kite around it if you're Team Liquid? Like, you've obviously Team Secret have a lot of answers, like things like Searing Chains, but you have Stampede. You got the ability to get yourself out of the fight if that's what you want to do as well.
I think it's more a matter of just not letting him have this insane free farm where he gets this typical 20k net worth versus Gyro's 10k net worth type of thing, right? Like, that's what you want to avoid. If it gets to that, you know, it's going to be difficult. But keeping him down is more what I'm talking about here, and he is pretty shit in lane. Like, and Alchemist, they're just gonna hit creeps. They won't have any aggressive potential at all. So it's a free lane for SD and Centaur here. Same for mid lane. It's a nice lane for Ember, and top lane too. I imagine Gyro's gonna have a decent time as well. So
he's been living life on the edge. He keeps running at Zai and just triggering the flat cannon, so Insania and Mickey can just do as much spill damage as they possibly can. Now at least you get the cookie jump forward, and the rocket barrage. Yapso is low. Insania, one more attack. No, he'll need 2. Yapso got some extra life, good juking around the tree lines, but he gets body blocked up by Zai. He had to come back out again. And Insania will finish the job. So first blood goes to the safe lane of Team Liquid.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think Zai really blocked him. I think he was in trouble either way.
He was dead anyway, right?
Yeah,
Fatumba's in a little bit of trouble on bottom lane. Actually, he's okay. That's only 2 points of level 1 Shadow Poison. He's fine.
Yeah. So can they... Another thing is, like, is Secret able to defend their tower this game against the Centaur? But like Centaur with a good lane, you know, he's gonna, you know, go get a fast Vanguard or some tank item and then start tanking the tower, and if you can't defend them, they're gonna fall very quickly. And the map's gonna seem very small for Secret all of a sudden.
Boxy can get off to a good start, that'd be nice. Got the 2 ring of protection so he doesn't have to care so much about the acid spray. Careful of couriers whenever Puppy's on the field. That little set of banisher of Puppy was looking very intently at the bottom lane courier. How's our mid lane matchup looking? Quite for 20-1. Looks like the CS is pretty even. except Nisha. Okay, now you look at it, Koifa, pull back in. Nisha's got a hell of a lot of damage, but not enough to finish the job. And Koifa is not a healthy man.
Bad for Koifa right now, because he doesn't have a salve, and he chose to go for Blightstone level 1, I believe, into Wraith Band. So Nisha already has this bottle, and there's a rune coming up in 30, so it looked like it could be pretty dire for Koifa if Nisha gets a rune here.
Gonna play around Remnants, one attack a grab and Matumbaman. Oh, that's a lot of poison damage from Tiger. Drop Matumba down to about 70 HP. But one charge is bringing him back up again. Same with the South. Can't say the same about Puppy. One more shot of poison is going to connect, but no, it's a little bit off target, so Puppy will be able to survive. Even with the refresh, it doesn't get the second charge on him, only refreshing the first charge. And the Rune's Illusion for top. Yapsor's protecting it, so Nisha can go and grab it.
Yeah. So now he's a bit more than 150 gold-ish away from bottle, and he's gonna be able to get it here, it looks like. But it's not as bad as it could have been. Koifa will be fine. Bot lane was kind of a nice trade-off for Secret there, because they used a lot of resources to try to get a kill both on Natsu and Poppy, and none of them ended up going down. So SD had to walk all the way back to base to refill mana. And Matsu gets soul XP as well, so he's like really enjoying his time now on Alk.
Free lane's always a good lane. This needs a little bit more money, as all alchemists do. Yapsor's a little bit on the run from Insania. Insania's still got a cookie available, and Mickey looks like he's not that interested in getting involved at the moment. And so everyone looks towards the bounty runes, because hey, it's an alchemist game, and that's number one. Poppy decides not to go for the second. In fact, he's on a smoke ward mission at the moment. They'll let Koifa take the bounty rune for his bottle charges, but top lane, Zai, underneath the tower, the homing missile will be able to connect, but Tumble loses his courier, and Zai will lose his life. That's a kill secure from Insania.
It's too damn late.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, Poppy could have actually gotten 4 there, but he didn't know that. He just assumed that somebody must have taken it, so he didn't go for the second one.
That would have really crippled Koifa too if he didn't get the bottle charges.
Yeah, would have.
Yep, Sora's a very lucky man. Tranquil boots, and to have a teammate like Zai, also a very lucky man.
Well, Alk's game is definitely really good right now. He doesn't feel any pressure. Top lane. Yep.
Yeah, he tried to cookie jump away, but Nisha's rotation really caught Insania out. And a lot of heavy damage very fast, so nice way to move off the lane. Doesn't get the kill, just the assist, but on bottom lane, SD disruption. Matumba, maybe you can battle him before 6, but only if you're willing to follow up with stuns and more damage, but you don't have anything in double edge. Everything goes into retaliate for Boxy. He's going to push
actually challenged the TP there for bottom, but Nisha ended up cancelling it, and he has a haste on Ember, so they were expecting Ember to come and kill the Alchemist.
Definitely would have helped with the fight. Got a cookie stun up on top lane, followed up by the homing missile. Just easy chain stuns, and the shield's down for the moment. Now we'll come back up again. Insania dropping low. Mickey just needs to finish the job, able to do so. Yapsor goes for the first stun as Insania, a little off target with a scatter blast, but Yapsor very happy to keep the damage coming his way. That's now the second death for this off lane of Baden.
Yeah.
But overall, net worth is still going the way of Secret. You expect that with Matumbaman safe laning, even though it's only 2 points up in Greevil's Greed. Boxy and Tiger doing everything they can to stop this pull, but now that haste rune's been triggered. But he came underneath the Radiant Obs. Matumba's already TPing to the mid lane. He actually just leaves straight away.
Yes. And Voice returns. So Jen is left alone bottom right now. Obviously, he can't recall somebody down there with him. I wonder if he's going to just TP the Alk back down there. I don't think that's a good idea. But for now, Alk can actually just hold his own mid.
Maybe you give the safe lane to someone like Zaya so he can finish up the Vlads.
No, or just Poppy just takes it, gets farmed himself, gets a fast mech, gets a fast 6. It's very good this game.
That can work. Top lane, Dive's coming in. Cookie's up from Insanely, but that just allows Yaps to get the double stun under the cooldown. Liquid try and fight. It's like regeneration from tower. Please provide. Zion wants to move forward. Mickey on 44. He turns for a rocket barrage and a flag cannon, trying to give some extra damage so they can finish off Zai, so he will not die. But Insania and Koifa, they are checking the wrong direction. Zai is headed towards the east. Yamsa and Nisha have already managed to get the hell out of here, and Zai has bought so much time, he's able to salve up and walk it off like a stitch.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, and all of this is really good for Secret. It plays exactly into how they want to, you know, the typical Alchemist game. And Alchemist found an illusion rune. He's going to look to stack up some cans for himself as well. So, yeah, it's definitely going after the plan. And if they don't do something about this, if they don't somehow change the way it's going, you know, it might end up being that game we talked about, that typical Alchemist game that has way too much net worth compared to everyone else. Just 1-on-1 versus 5.
As long as he can put it into something useful, I think that's always the saddest part, where Alchemists just don't do anything for the team. They just get kited out. At least by an Agadim Scepter. You got a lot of good ones.
Puppy is doing a really good job here, bottom lane. He just took over a couple of range creeps and is now just sitting here and denying against Boxy. And I think they need to make an aggressive play down here. Like, I don't think they can allow it to happen, but I'm not sure if they can this dive.
Maybe once Koif like finishes phase, he can get down there. But top lane, Secret are keeping the attention away. Like, here's your jump from Nisha. Snapfire, Yapasol working with him. Perfect tags, perfect control. And now Koifa, he's making a move like he's coming for the 10-minute runes, but there are 3 heroes from Team Secret coming with a creep wave for this. This is not happening.
Yeah.
At least you'll end up having a for 2 rune trade-off. Still kind of favors the Alchemist when this happens, especially when Alchemist can get a double damage rune, just to increase that farm speed he's already going through the roof with.
Yeah, no,
But he's got golems and everything he wants.
Matu is literally free farming, stacking cast, taking middle wave, and also checking blood rune every time.
Poppy, Boxy's trying to fight this one out. Boxy, he's got the mana to stampede. That's why they're trying to drain it back out of him. He's still got just enough mana to get there if he wants to burn it, but actually with the help of Tiger, feeling confident to stay alive. Poppy's losing part of his army. The TP support came, Hand of Gold was burnt. Searing Chain plus Cookie's done. Nisha having real trouble getting away from Koifa, who just spirit commits in. Matomaman, there's no follow-up stuns, and that double damage rune looks scary, but that's all. Now it's Midgate who gets himself a free lane up on top. And a little bit of damage in with the catapult wave to the tier 1. I'm wondering too at one point Koifa actually picks up this bounty rune. he's gonna fountain jump instead.
Yeah. I don't even know if they know it's still there. They might have just forgotten about it at this point.
If Yapsa wants to get aggressive, you'll find it. Same with Zai.
Yeah.
Smoke up.
If nobody runs in there, they'll eventually
Zai's gonna show himself. Like Searing Change from Koifa. Zai just shields. And looks like Snapfire just play the range game. Now they remember the bounties there.
Yeah, they were trying. They were like thinking, okay, we gotta go bully this out now. Let's smoke up. Then they smoke up and they just run into Zai, and it's, you know, it's an Abaddon, so you're done there. Like there's nothing that you can do. And Matu has a relic already. He's close to Radiance, and it's 12 minutes. You know, this is
Oh, that Cookie. That's off target. Let's go for 1 to get the hell out of there. Insania. It's a good scatter blast. Good dodge with Illusion Rune picked up from the Ember Spirit. Was able to dodge the attack of Lion. And now it's Team Secret. Who's ganking goes begging. And bottom lane, Boxy
here.
Yeah,
that's pretty good for them.
This is what he's meant to do, right? Like, that's why he went like a 2-0-4-1 build. Get Retaliate up and just beat the crap out of a tower. Reduce the area of farm for our Alchemist.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. I wonder if they could have kept defending that tower. I don't know when that happened, that Chen is not there anymore and stuff, but very nice for Liquid. They get to open up the map. Centaur is, I guess he's gonna rush Blink this game, so they can be aggressive.
That's hunting.
He's gonna have
Found that target. Mickey, Insane needs to try and help out here. A cookie or something. Get that gyrocopter away. Get the sun over online. Now Mickey, while the finger of death comes out. So welcome to your plus damage. Yapsor will lose his life. He's just standing his ground inside the Mortimer's kisses. Thanks to the searing chains of Koifa. Nisha also down low, but hey, you got Zai. So easy support to get away. A 1-for-1 trade-off, but call for support. Maybe not so happy about that if you're Team Liquid, especially when it's your gyrocopter.
So you have Blink on Centaur now. But if they can get something done.
Dire's top tower is under
Radiance
attack.
on Elk. And Insania is like drawing towards mid tower right now, so Liquid's gonna look to be aggressive here.
Radiant's middle
Well, they do
tower
have some good
is under
damage if they
attack.
can find initiation. But at the same time as the Radiance, he said like over on Matumba, they saw it.
Dire's structures are
A
falling.
lot of
He needs to
support.
be careful of fighting. I think he just needs to throw down the acid spray here maybe, defend the tower.
Yeah, I don't have Mortimer's Kisses available either.
No.
Chen's not in the fight, but he does have Hand of God. But his mech isn't there, and there's no TP for Puppy. It's currently coming on the courier, so we can't get there. I find the searing chains. I isolating the Abaddon. As you said, it's not really a fight. Borrowed time will trigger. Double hoof stomp. It's good from Boxy if they've got an extra follow-up. Koifa, searing chains is 1 more second left. They'd love to have a crack at Abaddon with our shield down, but seems like the rest of Liquid are just dazzled by centaurs.
But you can kind of see what we were talking about during the drafting phase, how with Abaddon, right, being pretty good against Ember in a game like this, where you can just keep taking off these searing chains, and then when you have this win condition as Alchemist, you're never really in trouble of dying. You know, you keep baiting people in, and here again, you know, normally, like most heroes would have died, but Abaddon just,
Yep.
you know,
He just stands his ground.
hard to take down. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when he used to be support, you buy the blink daggers and the lenses, anything you can to make sure you're in range to save your allies, but now it feels like it's even stronger just to run forward and do it. And more fun for the bounty runes.
My path.
Yeah. So Liquid gets 3 here. It's decent for them. They have
This
a
is
big
nice for
engine
Big
stack
A.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs this. He needs that. He's actually going straight into BKB. Do you like that over like the normal like Agadims kind of style gyrocopters that you get? Or is it just a telling tale of where this game's at?
I'm not really sure. I guess by going BKB, he's thinking, you know, we're gonna take a fight with this BKB, and then hopefully we win the fight, and then we can kill this alchemist, right?
Yeah.
Because like, I think it's hard. Either way, you know, it doesn't feel too good. Going Aghanim's is very slow. Going like Maelstrom, then you're really squishy. Going like BKB, then you have like first item BKB. So it's just a hot spot, I think, to be in. The way it's been going.
Anisha, he's coming a long way forward, but he's got a haste rune, so I think he feels fine, especially with the blade mail.
I guess at this point they need to, you know, yeah, I don't know, they need to just kind of play for later game. I think it's hard to be aggressive into Secret now. Like Alchemist is gonna have his BKB, it's inevitable.
Can you play late game against an Alchemist style lineup? That feels like you're just asking for like a financial crisis.
I mean, normally you can play late game against it. It's just you need to make sure you don't
Coming
get
mid
too
for the
far
fight. Yeah, so it's going to stay in close for the half stop and the initial stun. Trying to make sure that Voice Spirit goes down. Once again, the Cookie Stone, not exactly where they want it to be. And SD called out, disruption will happen. No, it's a little too late. Stampede to victory also not work out. But Nisha, the Blade Mail helping to try and kill off Insania. The Hand of God and Mech Charges give so much more sustain to Secret. But Nisha will still end up going down. But the tier 1 tower of Secret remains alive. And that fight happened without the BKB of the Alchemist or his Chemical Rage.
Yeah. But normally, you know, you can play against Alchemist and he's really farmed and his team aren't, and your 3 cores are keeping up. This game, however, you know, his cores are normally, under normal circumstances, they're doing alright. But this is not normal circumstances, right? There's this Alchemist who is more than doubling the net worth of everybody. So yeah, it's just it's one of those classic Alch games that are successful Alchemists.
We're gonna go bottom lane again. Pop Stomp from Boxy, that's well off target. He should just backed up to the tier 2. Boxy wants to go for a round 2 here. And you should feeling very confident while Hoof Stomp's on cooldown. And Mickey is the man who's been charged with defending the mid lane. Very difficult for anyone to get close. Creep waves just get evaporated. It feels like Liquid at least keeping themselves in the game for now. Obviously, they're not stopping Matumba. Doesn't feel like anything can stop Matumba. But can they actually stop Secret from taking their mid tier 1?
I mean, if they bring 5, they definitely can. It's just like Secret's main objective is not to take the tower, right? It's just kind of
looking for us to to go defensive disruption. The follow-up long-range Lion Sun. He's waiting for the finger of death. Yapzor actually pulled it back. I think he was hoping for the bonus 40 damage buff up, but he'd have to kill Secure against Nisha. And that is restraint I don't think I've ever seen from Yapzor. Maybe save it for a better hero. There's your cookie jump forward. X is out. Ember Spirit is waiting. The Remnant pulling back Insania. Matumba's able to get the stun over on the Ember Spirit with the finger of death. That's why you save it. Koifa gets exploded. Snapfire. That was just... Well, you thought you were going for Snapfire, but you got the better choice. And you'll even take an Ancient Stack from Matumbaman. Sure.
Yep.
Now this game feels like it's running away with Team Secret. Like, how does Liquid stem this?
I'm not sure, man. I'm kind of running out of clever things to say here. I feel like we're just watching Alchemist get more and more rich, and Liquid doesn't really have an answer. Yeah, I mean, ideally what you would want this game is to Ember to kind of snowball a bit more and run at the Alchemist, and then you kill the Alchemist a couple of times, before 6 maybe even, and then, you know, the game is on Liquid, but like, that didn't happen. I don't know if it even should happen this game, probably not, so it's rough.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one upside. Boxy. Yeah, that town's going to attack you. Fill up a couple of retaliate stacks, but where I said is at least the bounty runes aren't always going the way of Team Secret. In fact, I think it's like as a max, it's been a 2-2 trade.
I guess the Liquid wants to, you know, at some point Secret is gonna want to do Roshan or you know, take some kind of timing with either with AC or you know, maybe AC plus one more item.
Yeah,
and that's kind of Liquid's chance to maybe get something done.
They really need that. Well, it's now. It's now.
It's right now.
Matumba's not even waiting for the Assault Cuirass. This is actually not too bad if the Desolator was on the Ember Spirit. The Mythical Hammer is flying out in the Courier at the moment.
Yeah, this might.
At least then they can play around like the lower armor of the Alchemist. I say lower is still pretty decent, but Spirit Vessel's up, Desolator is up, but they've got to get there.
Done yet? Actually, he's still missing some gold, so this is a little bit maybe rushed by Secret. It could give an opening to Liquid, but we'll see. I mean, Secret's 5-man is still so strong with all these heals and Abaddon saves.
Yeah, he's getting so much armor just by standing in. And you got magical resistance, of course. And the Vlad's aura, divine favor. Then the mech. And that's also before like the BKB comes in. But maybe there is an answer from Team Liquid. The funny thing is they need to kill before the Spirit Vessel's even going to be useful. So they need to actually start the fight off with a bang. But a BKB and a gyrocopter. Snapfire, who can play from a high ground position. Yeah. Centaur's ready to go as well. Blink Dagger is up. He doesn't have anywhere near the Crimson Guard. In fact, he doesn't even have the Vanguard. Either way, not a lot of guards.
He's not really, he's not smoked or anything, so it's kind of hard for Centaur to initiate here. We'll see. I guess they're going to wait for Ember to come and slide.
Well, if Liquid know what's going on, they have the Observe Ward down, so they throw in the Mortimer's Kisses to begin with, the Blade Mail, try and return as much of the damage as possible. Side will drop lower. It dissuades Team Secret from staying in Roshan for the moment. But now Mortimer's Kisses on cooldown for 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, and Alchemist just like runs bottom. He's gonna have to call again.
And maybe I finish my Assault Cuirass. Then we do Roshan.
I wonder if you're cheeky now, Liquid, you smoke into Roche, but I don't know if.
That'd be pretty ballsy. Do they have the damage?
Yeah, they have Deso, Gyro, it's half HP, right? Obviously, I'm not sure they even scouted it. They must have, but I mean, anyway, that's not gonna happen. It would have just been a cool play. They would have gone for it.
And so they're trying to finish up the right. The Vanguard is now done over on Boxy. He'll take care of the bottom lane momentum that Matumberman did begin. Okay, so they're TP back the Centaur now, so he's taking care of the bottom lane. Get back into the fight. I think he did that pretty fast, so I think Secret actually caught a glimpse of it. And they have their own observer ward planted down as well, so if Liquid try and fight from this northern ramp, they're going to get caught out. Unless... Do we have a sentry? No, we don't.
But Liquid are pretty strong right now. I mean, Secret...
They're going to fight.
Yeah, Secret should be a little careful maybe in this fight, because Liquid's timing is okay right now, but I mean, not really careful, just... Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think it's a good chance Secret might just crush Liquid here, but...
Here we go. Blink, looking for the stun, able to find it over on Boxy. Tiger will be there for the disruption. He'll actually get a copy. The Alchemist who jumped in with a finger of death. Boxy trying to survive. He actually lets the Stampede go, but doesn't get much more out of it. Side of fist steering change, combining with the call down Mickey. He doesn't actually have flight cannon available for the homing missile. Chen may go down. No, the hand of God and the mech both come off. Puppy, he will not be able to run away to safety, but the life and time it gave means that Mickey becomes priority target number 1 that Nisha is able to finish the job on. All that fight happened within that full duration of the BKB. And now Team Secret can go back to Roshan and finish the job they started. They just don't have the heals. They don't have the chemical rage.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid's like the only way they really take a good fight is if they're kind of all together and Alchemist runs in and gets disrupted and he has to pump BKB and like, yeah, I don't know. Not like that.
That feels like that's how they started, right? Like the Toma jumped in, he got disrupted, he had to pump BKB.
No, the Centaur kind of just died, right?
Yeah.
And then he used Stampede. And then they went on Chen. And then Matsu just killed everyone. So he has an Aegis now as well. Now it's time for Liquid to think about ratting, trying to avoid fighting at all costs. Try to do some creep cutting and like be really annoying. Try to get your net worth closer to that 2-3 item timing of Gyrocopter and then maybe take a fight then. Or try to get a free kill on Chen here maybe.
Having missiles out, but look who's right behind. Yabsor starts with the Hex over on the Gyrocopter. No BKB up in him. They get the instant stun, following up the Finger of Death. They don't have enough damage to find that quick kill. And combining with cooldown and BKB, Mickey kind of wants to stand and deliver. It's Insania for Yabsor as the trade-off, and the BKB timings, but Koifa wants more than that. He wants Puppy, but Puppy's already finished Greaves. You can't even control him. Centaur stampedes, but links up to the tier 1 tower. Okay, he'll get out. Koifa needs a slight of fist steering change if he's going to stop the bounty room from being picked up, but that won't happen. In fact, now he gets silenced.
Repent.
A 1 remnant available, but the penitence is down. And you know with the extra step, Nisha's just going for the extra bounty rune. More money, more money, more money.
Did get to kill off Yapso though. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like the Gyro has to use BKB, so not really that much of a win for Liquid, but they keep the game going at least. Alchemist is gonna walk down bot lane now, they're gonna go tier 2 as well, I imagine. Maybe Liquid will look to fight there.
Can they really fight into an Aegis Immortal Alchemist?
Probably not that much, but at the same time, they don't really have anything else going for them right now.
So no choice, rock in a hard place.
Well, I think it's one of those times where it's like we can't really fight, you know. But like Boxy kind of thinks they should.
They go for the
maybe
pick and
wants to, but
actually no. You see Koifa just cutting the wave onto the tier 1 tower.
The problem when you start not defending these towers is that they will just go next and then next,
yeah,
and then next,
and they go to the tier 3 and they kill Insania. But some of them just blinks forward with concoction. That's an easy kill.
Radiant's top tower.
At least Liquid get one thing. They'll be able to take that T1 tower on the top lane finally.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I know it's a small thing, but hey, we always try and look on the bright side of life in a cast.
Yeah. So bot lane, I mean middle lane is cut, so there's no creeps there, so they have to go
Radiant's top
bot wave
tower
here.
is under attack.
And I imagine they're just gonna poke high ground. And,
Yeah, that's cute, Matumba. Incendio, like they were trying to use the illusions of SD to kill off the observer ward that just got planted down, and Matumba just blinks forward and destroys it. Now Nisha will step himself forward to go after Boxy. Not as much live as you think to get through. 2400 on a centaur feels almost squishy, but homie missiles going to Matumba. He's got BKB as well as the Aegis Maul, but they get the destruction timing a little bit faster. Matumba out of BKB. Okay, they can't use many of those Mortimer kids to get any kind of damage because it's too much immunity. Matumba, the front lineup,
Tower has fallen.
just standing and delivering the tier 3 tower to death. And now he'll do the same to the melee racks and Liquid. You've got 5 heroes here that has to do something. The Aghanim Scepters on the Gyrocopter, that's one new addition at least, but the taunted back Boxy, the melee rank to try and protect it. You've still got to get through the Aegis to the Immortal. Matumba just shields up. Boxy gets a double stun. Can they get the back lines? Another cookie stun. Nisha and Abaddon both being stunned up for the moment. But Matumba still keeps going with objective-based gaming. The melee ranks is on the control with the finger of death. Puts Mickey down. He doesn't have buyback thanks to the buyout. And now, bottom right lane of Rax is taken. They could rotate towards the mid. And it looks like Team Secret are ready to try and send this whole series to a game 3.
yeah, it certainly looks like it.
Boxy, you can see he wants to. He wants to go for the double stun, but look at Zai's positioning and Yapsol's positioning. And in fact, they just jump in. Snapfire defensive disruption has to be used by Tiger. He wants to use it on the Alchemist. And he's got a couple of copies of a hero that can fight the Snapfire jump away. She'll live on 160 HP, but the mid-ranks is already toast. Team Secret got more than what they needed.
Such an awkward hero against a hero like Void Spit, right? Like these slippery spirits. You have this clunky centaur where
Telling you to throw it.
you know you better be smoked or coming from fog, hitting your stun. Or there's no way you're gonna hit it.
Just don't know how you play it. Dire Observer Ward at least is able to see Lion. I don't know if you get much out of the kill. Like, okay, yeah. Team Secret down 25,000 ahead in gold, only about 7,000 in experience, and we just can look for the next Roshan if Team Secret want to be safe about it, but Liquid aren't waiting. They 5-man smoke up, they run down mid, they know they need something. Poppy just brought Alchemist into the fight. The smoke will break. They don't see up the hill, and they start to fight over on the Alchemist. You've got no Chemical Rage, and maybe you can get the kill. Oh, wait. BKB up. Abyssal Blade's done. Gyrocopter's damage goes out the window, and I think the hopes of Liquid taking this game too, it kind of goes with it. They can just run down mid-secret and end this, and if Liquid have worked this out, they'll just tap that 2 buttons together. GG. Game is done, and we have ourselves a third. I don't know if you got much more to say on that mystery. It did kind of feel like a march to the end, but
You said all there is to say there, and I think.
Oh, you know,
we